Had a piece of wood come up through the bumper here. Hello internet and welcome back to my channel. Today I've come to a spot that I've been to a number of times here in Daylesford, and every time I come I always find some gold, and today is no exception. My third target of the day, two little boot tacks to start with, and then the third target was a piece of gold. But the most amazing part about this little piece of gold was that this is an area where we've done a lot of detecting. And even more amazing is the fact that this particular spot here, where I've just found this piece, it's a tiny piece, nothing major, but you can see it's all dug up. We've dug it up in the past. We've been through this area with a fine tooth comb, but every time I come back I find a little bit more. Now this time is no exception, and we've just been in this spot here. Now just over there I found some gold a couple of months ago, and then my buddy found some gold just over here a couple of months ago, and then guess what? Gotta love that sound. I'll just show it to you. Tiny piece, nothing major, but it's the right color, and when it's in the container it makes the right sound. So there's a lesson for you all, and for me too. You know, no matter how many times you come back to a spot, no matter how many times you go over it, you've missed something. For sure, you've missed something. I mean, to find two boot tacks over there, which we'd never found before, I must admit today the detector is extremely quiet. There's not a peep coming out of it. The EMF today is very, very quiet, and I'll just show you around this little spot a bit. So yeah, bring you back to this spot here. Here I know there's a piece of gold because I've lost it and still haven't been able to find it. But in this particular spot here you can see very deep diggings, and just down the bottom there I spotted some quartz, and so this area here must have been pretty rich for them to have cut out such a deep digging. So I'm going to be heading off into that cutting a little bit later on today, if I can find my way down into it, and I'll do a bit of detecting down there as well, because you never know, you just got to keep trying. Okay, I just found that little piece of gold just over there, and moving along with my Z, I found a target over here. Now I thought I'll just take out the good old Gold Monster, the Gold Monster, and see if it was going to be able to pick up this the signal, and sure enough, wobble pop, wobble pop, wobble pop, and you can see the indicators going across to non-ferrous. So I might just use the Gold Monster to retrieve this if it's a small piece again. And what I'll do is I'll put you guys down. You can watch me do it. Okay, so we've got the good old wobble pop just happening in that spot over there, and I reckon it's pretty close, so we'll just lift up these two stones and see if we've still got it. Still there. Okay, take that out. Not really coming up the same as it was before. Might have disturbed it a bit. So let's just dig in here a little bit. Just take off these headphones. Oh, there's a bit of this rock over there. If I lift that up, I'm likely to lose this target altogether. Seems to be still there. Okay. Have to lift this up. Could be that rock. Let's see. Still there. It's in the scoop. All right, let's see if we can find that. Try and find a spot for this thing. Hold it with my feet. Okay, it's on here somewhere. I think it's dropped off. It's still there somewhere. Oh my goodness, this is hard work. Don't know what that is. I think it might be a little piece of gold, tiny. Yep, it's gold. It's gold, but it's so tiny. It's unbelievable. Oh well, it's the right color, and I doubt it's even going to move the scale. But there you go, on my finger in the sunshine. Hopefully you can see it. I've come to a spot here, well off the beaten track. There's an old mine in the area, so I thought I'd try and get through here. And the track is very unused. You can see lots of debris all over. Looks like a very interesting spot. There's some diggings around, so I'm going to clear here.
Before you say it, yes, I know, I'm an idiot. I drove off with the door open. But don't worry, I got a smart car. It closed the door by itself.
Well, we had a piece of wood come up through the bumper here, got caught underneath, and it's pushed the whole bumper out of place. So I've had to stick it back, temporarily fix. We'll fix this properly later. I'm just alongside of these deep diggings in the gully, and when you're out in the bush, keep an eye out for a pile of rocks like this. And when you look around the edge of those pile of rocks, you're likely to see a little bit of a gutter, and this is the site of an old hut. I know it's an old hut because I found nails here, and also there's a bit of old pottery. So this would have been 1850s, 1860s, something like that. I think it was a Chinese digging. They've done a lot of work here. Must have been finding some good gold. But it's always interesting when you find a hut like this, especially if you've got a detector that has a discriminator in it that gives you the ability to distinguish between ferrous and non-ferrous, because the artifacts that you'd find here would be quite interesting. I've worked my way up, all the way up down from there. Quite steep, I got to tell you, it's quite steep. Probably 35 to 40 degree hillside, and I was really tired. I got back to my car and I thought, okay, give it a miss. Get in the car, turn on the air conditioner and just relax. But I couldn't do that. I needed to go and try another spot that I'd seen, and the spot that I'd seen where the quartz had been coming out in a large amount. So I've been over all of this here, detecting on all of these. There's a little dig hole here. This is right on the crest of the hill, and it's a very pleasant, easy spot once you drive up here. And anyhow, detecting all through this area here, and came across a nice little flat open area, and I was just about to give it up, thinking, oh well, can't be any gold here, and just got a nice little target in this little digging, probably 3 inches, 4 inches maybe. And And what I've got is a nice specie. So I'll just unplug the headphones. Pretty much screaming at me. And you can just see on the top there, nice bit of gold showing. So I suppose I'm going to stick in this area for a while, see what else I can find. Okay people, I found that specie over there, and been detecting around this area, and now I'm getting a nice signal just in this little spot here. Okay, let's dig it up. Sorry about that, should have moved the coil away. We're coming up nicely. A bit of red rocks in there. It's still in the hole. Bit of quartz coming out now. Okay, it's out. Okay, we've got it. I said, always do this over your coil. Let me just make sure you can see this. Sounds good. Maybe it's another specie. Not that one. Oh. I think I can see it, people. Can you see the white? It's a specie. Quite a nice piece. Okay, so what I've got here is a little specie, and that specie has a bit of gold over there and another little piece of gold pointing out over there. Now the little trick is to tell how, if that piece of gold is connected to that piece of gold within the specie, because it's got a bit of quartz in between. Could be a separate piece of gold and you're not sure. So the way you do this is you take an avometer, and when you connect the two together, it gives you continuity. So you just take the specie and you put the one probe onto the piece of gold there, and you put the other probe onto the other piece of gold, and that shows that the two are connected. So without breaking open the specie, you can actually verify if that gold goes through the quartz and is connected. We'll now go and we'll break open this piece of quartz to retrieve the gold, and so we can measure the weight of it. Okay guys, we're going to put this little rock inside the dolly pot and crush it up a bit. Hopefully that's broken the rock in pieces and released the gold. And there we go. There's the gold. This is the piece here, and that should be all of it, I reckon. I thought I'd show you guys some of the junk that I've been finding. This is from the last 2 trips out, believe it or not. You know, some of them were deep targets, had to dig down, all sorts of junk in there, lots of these old square nails, lots of bullets, lots of gun shells, quite a bit of rust, some weird looking stuff, I don't know what that is, might check it out still. And yeah, look at them, I mean, look at the size of that bullet. That was, I thought it was going to be a real good target. Anyhow, it shows you I'm digging everything, and it's not easy. There's a lot of junk in here, and each one I had to crouch down for and sort through the muck. So there you go. Got to dig them all to get this target. There are a few shotgun shells, but not too many, so haven't been suffering too much in that regard. Anyhow, there you go. It's not all fun and games, not all gold and shiny. Okay guys, time for the big weigh up. I'll start with the very smallest little piece. This is the piece that I found in my everlasting spot, and that's 0.1. Then I found another piece in that area, and that is 18, so 17, so 2.28 in total. And then the other piece that I found in that remote area where I found the specie, and that takes me up to 0.89 of a gram. So we'll take those off, and we'll put on the piece that I've just taken out of the specie. That's the piece I just took out of the specie, and that's 0.89 of a gram. So altogether they come to 1.78 of a gram. And in today's gold price, which is $1.36 per gram, that's about 240 Australian dollars. Not bad for a day out, and definitely pays my fuel cost. If you've enjoyed watching my channel and you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe, and also press the like button, as this will help my channel to grow. Thank you so much for watching, and be safe out there.